let's talk about states that are business friendly, states that have strong balance sheets, states that are low tax. Those are the types of places that are going to attract both businesses and people. If you overlay that with warm states, they have 365 potential outdoor days, but they're also business friendly and they have low taxes and they have strong balance sheets. And that leads us to the cities we're in. That leads us to Atlanta, it leads us to Charlotte, it leads us to Dallas, it leads us to Austin, it leads us to Denver, it leads us to Phoenix, it leads us to Nashville, it leads us to Orlando. These are the types of cities that people are moving, and it's simply not, it's not debatable. These are the cities that when you analyze them every year, 20,000, 40,000, 50,000, 70,000 people are moving there a year. And so what's really interesting is if you think about the New York Cities and the Chicagos and the LAs of the world 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, people were doing an equation. And that equation was, you know, it's more expensive to live here. It might be higher tax. With the exception of LA, the weather's not great, but look at all the things you get. You get all these amazing museums. You get the amazing arts that we have. Terrific universities, terrific schools, terrific restaurants, a diversity of people, that urban experience, sporting teams, something for everybody. We have it all. But what's happened each year, if you think about when 40,000 people leave Illinois and disperse, and that's just an example, and where do they wind up? All the cities I just mentioned. They wind up in Nashville, Orlando, Raleigh, Charlotte, Denver, Dallas. These are the places they wind up. When they get there, don't you think they want those same things? Don't you think they want good restaurants? Don't you think they want good universities? Don't you think they want the arts, diversity, melting pot? They want all those things. And so every year that they move, that chasm comes in a little bit. So it used to be New York was here, and if you moved to Denver, look at all the things that you lacked. But that was 20 years ago, and then it went like this. At the same time, the Denvers of the world and the Charlottes of the world are building infrastructure because they have people moving there and their revenue's going up, and they need to build the things that exist in these other cities. So if you value light rail, you might really value Chicago over Denver or Charlotte 10 years ago, but not now. There's light rail all over both cities. So that chasm is brought together. So the confluence of people moving to these regional cities, wanting the same things that they wanted in the New Yorks and the Chicagos and the LAs, but every year they get closer to the same thing. And what you're left with is, oh, by the way, it's still lower tax, it's still business friendly, it still has better weather. But all the things that used to stop me from making that decision are mitigated and mitigated and mitigated. And I think this is a really powerful force that's going to continue as we see more and more people move. You know, we're about to see cities like Dallas and Houston pass Chicago in total population. And that's the power of migration.